Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Green 80!
Here we go. Watch twist.
Hey, 0-0-0.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
48.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, first and 10. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. A quick throw here out to Cobb. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. Second and 6 coming up. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Watch out. There go 47.
To throw on second and 6. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Caught by Cobb. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The kick by Maher is good. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Get him! Move the team!
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. This is intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. That's complete to Cobb. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Caught left side by Cobb. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First down, Dallas.
Here we go. Flying in.
50, in your face.
Here we go. 1 to 54. Right in.
Check.
Here we go. 46. 26.
Prescott from the gun. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
First down.
Here we go. Flying in.
Check right 54. Right 54. Watch the run.
26.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Steps away. Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This will be caught at about the 5. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. and they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Trying to collect.
Healer. Gun.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Wilson. He hits his running back, Procise. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. 3rd and short, it's Procise. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's trash. That's trash.
95.
25.
4 down.
Here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Robert Quinn, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. It's caught inside the 25. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
What? 280.
19. Pick up the ball. Tight dog.
Check 50.
55, Mike 50.
Got it.
You better be afraid.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football, and we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
0. Front left.
Tighten up.
High.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
14. Go.
This is Carson, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now Wilson. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Brings up third and 2.
The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. There's Wilson to throw. And that will be incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on second down. Prescott. He's got a man. Complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now he'll pull it down, and he's got this down to the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First down.
Prescott on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line.
Too little.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Dancing to, and the Cowboys are in the end zone for the touchdown. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
For a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Good job right there. Mark 55. Mark 55. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Wilson now, operating from the gun. He lets it fly for Lockett. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Better bring it. You better bring it. We're going to 54. There you go.
Final play of the half. Prescott throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cobb. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Touch, 380. Check, 48's the mic. Left, 380.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. This complete to Lockett. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Hold up. 55. Right there in the middle.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
What? We're going back to 48 right now. Let's go. Hey, we got to look for signals.
On first down, it's Carson, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Yo.
Zebra. Check.
They go play action with Wilson. He'll buy some time right. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They come up in an offset eye.
48's the mic. And what's the ball?
They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cobb. And they'll let that play, the completed pass, stand as they decline the penalty.
So do you get the sense they like their defense?
Yeah, they wanted that next down to come up.
Yeah, they weren't worried about the yardage there at all. Just what you said. Let the downs trickle away.
Shifts by him. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Let's go double count right here. Double count.
After the sack on 1st down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. He lets it fly for Lockett. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Hey, check right. Check. Rabbit.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Pulled in at the 24. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
I know he ain't got it.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And that'll be incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 5th for the moment. Pick it up.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. A first down throw for Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense.
Now Prescott. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. He's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Cowboys have taken the lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Let's go. 4 down. 4 down.
Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, come on. Right now, let's go. Let's go.
Wilson. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Robert Quinn, his 2nd sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Go. We ain't giving them nothing today. Mark 55. Mark 55.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running. You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
You go tight.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 5 now. Wilson. He's got his man, that's Josh Gordon. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Bottom line, 2-yard gain's just not going to cut it in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give them that the rest of the way.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, 0, 0, 0. 54. Mike 54.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Throwing now is Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there for Seattle. 56 yards. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal.
Alert. 48 smart. Hey, 0.
Hey, alert 48. Hey, we're going to make the 48 right now.
Got it.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Result of the play, 1st down and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Looking deep in the direction of a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have time here, partner, for just 1 final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with 1 last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Seattle.